Welcome to the Great Mechanical Pencils YouTube channel. Today, we're looking at the OHTO Super Promecha PM-1500S. This is a pencil that's equal parts engineering marvel and cult classic. We will be diving into its history, production, reception, materials, innovations, and legacy. Stick around to the end and I'll be taking it apart and having a close look at all the parts. Later in the video, we will also look at other models that are related to this pencil. One is still available today. The Super Promecha PM-1500S was launched in 2003 by OHTO, a Japanese stationery titan founded in 1919. OHTO is no stranger to breaking new ground. They gave Japan its first ballpoint pen in 1949 and pioneered the liquid ink rollerball in the 1960s. By the early 2000s, they were ready to take on the mechanical pencil market with something special. The Super Promecha was born out of Japan's golden era of precision drafting tools, aimed squarely at professionals like architects, engineers, and artists who demand control and durability from their instruments. It catered to a wide range of drafting needs, coming in sizes from 0.3 to 0.9 millimeter. It hit the shelves in 2003 and enjoyed a 5-year run before being discontinued in 2008, succeeded by the PM-1500P. This brief lifespan made this pencil highly sought after by collectors due to its rarity. As I said on the thumbnail, this is a dual regulator pencil. If you're not familiar with what that is, I will leave links at the end of the video for you. But real quick, a regulator allows you to control how much lead is extended when you knock the pencil. The second regulator on this pencil is on the tip, and this allows you to control how far the tip can extend when you advance and retract it by turning the grip. Twist and roll grip in the middle sleeve extends from 0 to 4 millimeter. You can shorten it for writing or lengthen it for detailed sketching or ruler and template work. It's like having multiple pencils in one. I think at some point it was considered redundant though, because you can achieve the same thing by how far you turn the grip. And as you will see in just a minute, this feature was not included in the PM-1500P. The lead regulator adjustment is controlled by the dial near the grip. You can fine-tune each knock to dispense anywhere from 0.2 millimeter to 2 millimeter of lead. This degree of personalization was groundbreaking in 2003 and continues to seem innovative today, as seen in advanced pencils like the Uni Dive, which offers a comparable feature. At the end of the video, I'll post a link to the Tombow Variable, the world's first regulator pencil. Here's a look at the instruction sheet that came with the pencil. This is one of those pencils where instructions do come in handy. There's a lot to fiddle with on this pencil. That's probably one of the things that attracted me to it. When it comes to collecting rare and vintage pencils, the story behind each one can kind of be interesting sometimes to other collectors. I wanted to tell you how I snagged this super rare pencil. Way back in 2007, Dave from Dave's Mechanical Pencils wrote a review about this pencil on his now world-famous blog. And if you're not familiar, Dave is a collector from New Zealand. He was collecting and reviewing mechanical pencils before collecting mechanical pencils was cool. His blog, which focuses on his mechanical pencil collection and related topics, is online, and it's awesome. You should check it out. I'll post links in the description. Anyway, fast forward about a decade and I've gotten hooked on collecting mechanical pencils myself. And I stumbled across Dave's blog and totally fell for the Promecha series. And after searching for this thing for years, I've never found a single one for sale. So anyway, a couple years ago, I was able to meet Dave on the Knockology Mechanical Pencil Forum. And a year or so later, he was actually selling some of his collection and I was able to buy his pencil. So this is the pencil that he reviewed all the way back in 2007. I thought that was really cool. OHTO introduced the Super Promecha PM-1500S in 2003, followed by its successor, the PM-1500P, in 2008. 14 years later, the next version, the MS-01, is released. So you can say the PM-1500S is the grandfather of the MS-01. And you can see design elements that have followed since the beginning. The grip rings on the P prevent the grip from being removed from the pencil, and additionally is a source of a love-hate relationship with some collectors. But if one of those little black rubber bands break, it leaves a very sharp edge for your hand to rub against. As I mentioned earlier, the tip regulator was dropped from the P, and it was also not present in the MSO1. The eraser caps on all three house a lid hardness indicator, but the P and the MSO1 are built a little bit differently. And to meet EU safety standards, they removed the lid jam clearing rod from the MSO1 eraser. Global sales were facilitated through retailers like JetPens, so it was available in the US markets, though primarily targeted at professional drafters and artists. From a practicality perspective, opinions on this pencil vary widely. Some found it more marketing than substance, comparing it unfavorably to the Rotring 600 and Stettler 925 for build quality. This controversy also underscores its niche appeal, with some viewing it as a professional tool and others as just being a gimmick. Dave's Mechanical Pencil Review from May 20th, 2007 listed the best point was all the adjustability, particularly the lead advance length. The not-so-good points were a cumbersome lead sleeve retraction, and for Dave personally, a front-heavy balance. JetPens had reviews dated from 2009, and they were overwhelmingly positive, with the primary complaint being the weight, and we'll look more at that later in the video. Stick around to the end of the video. We'll be taking the pencil apart and having a look up close at all the parts. This split reception hints at why it was discontinued. OHTO may have struggled to balance innovation with everyday usability. In this section, we'll be looking at the physical characteristics of the pencil. The Super Promecha boasts an aluminum body paired with a brass clutch, giving it a premium heft of 28 grams. It's 153 millimeter long with an 8.3 millimeter shaft diameter. Slightly longer and slimmer than your average pencil, perfect for precise grip control. Here's the Super Promecha compared to a Pentel P205. The OHTO weighs a hefty 28.3 grams compared to the P205's 10 grams, with a wider 10 millimeter grip for a solid hold. Both pencils have similar barrel sizes, with the OHTO at 8.3 millimeter, keeping their profiles sleek despite the differences. In this last part of the video, we're going to look at the features that make this pencil unique, and then take it apart and look at the individual pieces. To adjust the lid hardness indicator, you loosen the outer ring. Then, rotate the window to display the hardness of the lead that you have loaded. On the PM-1500S, the hardness band stays fixed while you rotate the window to view the hardness level. In later models, this design is flipped and the window stays stationary and the hardness band is rotating, which makes adjustments trickier on the newer versions. You can select B, HB, F, H, 2H, 3H, and 4H. Then, tighten the ring while you hold the windowed piece in place. One of the nice features of the Super Promecha is the ability to remove the pocket clip. Removing it is simple, but without the clip, the pencil tends to roll easily. But to remove the clip, first take off the eraser cap, then unscrew the ring, and the clip comes right off. Then you can return the ring and the cap. To take the pencil apart, first remove the eraser cap, and then the eraser. Notice the lid jam clearing rod, and then remove any lead. If you want, you can remove the pocket clip. Next, you can unscrew the tip. Inside there are two springs. One is removable and one is fixed inside the tip. We'll have a closer look at that in just a minute. Continue to turn the grip to loosen it, and then you can remove it from the eraser end. The lid guide pipe can be unscrewed to reveal the 3-jaw brass chuck. Next, we're going to take a close-up look at some of the pieces. The eraser cap is one of my favorites. The lid size is shown on the end and color-coded. All these pieces appear to be nicely machined aluminum. The lid hardness indicator is integrated into the eraser cap and is made up of 3 pieces. The hardnesses are printed on a sticker that is affixed to the core piece. It had a white eraser and a lid jam clearing rod attached. The pocket clip is made from a single piece of metal. It is secured in place by a grooved aluminum ring. Here's a close-up view of the pocket clip ring. My model has a plastic lead reservoir tube. The grip is made of solid metal, but the knurling isn't as grippy as I like. Here's a view of the sticker. By the way, if you didn't know, on most Japanese pencils, when you see a number in a box, that is the price. So in this case, this pencil was 1,500 yen, which in 2003 was about the same as $12 in US currency. The tip contains the tip regulator and a fixed compression spring. Here's another shot of what you see when you remove the tip. Once you remove the spring, the lid guide pipe can be unscrewed to reveal the 3-jaw brass chuck. As the pencil goes back together, I wanted to thank you for watching. To keep the video moving, I have sped things up a bit. This pencil is a reminder of OHTO's bold vision, a pencil that didn't just write, but adapted to its user. Thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive into the OHTO Super Promecha PM-1500S. If you are as obsessed with mechanical pencils as I am, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know your favorite mechanical pencil in the comments. It really helps the channel. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thanks again for watching, and a big thank you to all the members of the Knocology Mechanical Pencil Forum, the Mechanical Pencil subreddit, and the Facebook groups. See you on the next video.